As D3 regionals quickly approach on April 12th and 13th, UNCA's men's ultimate Frisbee team looks to secure their first bid to nationals since 2017.
We've said it from the beginning of this year, but we really feel like this is our year to go to nationals and maybe compete for a spot. We'll get 2 spots in our region this year, so we just have to place in the top 2. So nationals is the goal.
Ultimate Frisbee is a 7-on-7 field sport where the goal is for the team on offense to catch the disc in the opposing team's end zone like football.
You can't run while you have the disc in your hand, but you can do anything else to get open to get the disc. You want to run, make cuts, kind of like football receivers, to try to get the disc and get it to the end zone.
At the conclusion of this 2025 regular season, Mudpuppy will enter the regional tournament the strongest they have ever been, ranked 16th in the nation. However, their path to get here has not been an easy one. Entering the 2021 season, UNCA's Frisbee team, then called the Bulldogs, featured a top-heavy lineup of seniors and a few underclassmen due to the prior impact of COVID on recruiting. When that core group of seniors graduated in the fall, Bulldog Ultimate all but dissolved, handing the reins of UNCA Frisbee over to a group of 4 underclassmen who had never played Ultimate before.
We competed in fall regionals in 2021, and after that, a lot of our team ended up dropping. They graduated, they transferred, they just flat out quit.
We had about 26 people, and after that semester we dropped to 5. So I was now the captain of a team with 5 players on it, and we couldn't even compete in the series at all that first year.
7 people play on the field at a time. When you go to tournaments, you're gonna want more than that because you don't want people playing every point. 4 games every day for 2 days. So with what we had, we really couldn't afford to go to any tournaments. And it was a bummer, especially after our first semester of being able to travel and figure out what the game was about for me as a freshman.
With no connection to the culture of Bulldog Ultimate that preceded them, that group of underclassmen took the opportunity to start fresh, creating Mudpuppy Ultimate with the hope of growing the team over the coming years.
It was a really rare opportunity for us to sort of forge our own identity. We still pay respect to all the former Bulldogs for Bulldog Ultimate, but we just didn't have any more of those players, and we weren't super connected to that culture anymore. And our coaches and our leadership decided that this was a great opportunity for us to create our own and develop our program sort of from scratch, like how the players were being developed.
They had no connection to the Bulldog Ultimate brand, and we saw an opportunity to provide them the team and let them make it their own. I got to be one of the people that sort of handed the team off to this new generation of people, the post-COVID generation. I think the idea was providing them the opportunity to do something what they wanted to do so that we could increase buy-in so that the team could live, because you can't play Ultimate with 4 people.
Entering the 2022-2023 school year, Mudpuppy's leadership knew that they would need to recruit well if they wanted to have any hope of creating a competitive program.
All 4 of them had pretty high aspirations of wanting to compete at a very high level and play very good Ultimate. So they drove the team with the help of the coaching staff in the direction of, we want to be a household name. We want to be a team that competes not just at regionals, but at nationals and is earning bids.
We knew recruiting was going to be a really big deal. That first initial year after we rebranded into Mudpuppy, so that was my sophomore year, we really had to lock in on hey, we need people that want to come to practice and want to compete in tournaments and have that buy-in. They want to play the game, they want to get better. And I think that second year we really lucked out with a lot of people that just ended up being dedicated and are now cornerstones of the program.
If the first year of Mudpuppy was a step in the right direction for the program, the second year was a leap, as the team nearly doubled in size, growing their roster to 18 individuals.
The following year, we got a really strong class of freshmen. I think almost 7 freshmen that were all really committed, very athletic, and just wanted to be part of the team. So we did a lot better last year, ended up ending the season, I think, ranked 22nd in the country.
Going on the second year, we're up to 18 players now. So we were able to go to tournaments pretty comfortably. And it was really the first year where us as a program was experiencing success. We were ranked on UltiWorld and USAU for the first time. I think as a captain and as a leader and as a player on this team who cares about it a lot, that was the first year where I was like, okay, like what we are doing is making an impact and this hard work is paying off.
While Mudpuppy's run at regionals was cut short by a game-point loss to Davidson College in quarterfinals, they felt they had momentum entering the 2024-2025 season. Then, in September, Hurricane Helene swept through western North Carolina, shutting down UNCA campus operations for the duration of the fall semester.
The hurricane really hurt our recruitment efforts, and it ended up like really cutting down on our freshman class this year.
You know, losing a whole semester of practice, losing a whole semester of rookies, essentially, like a whole rookie class, is very difficult.
We lost the entire semester due to the hurricane. We were completely online, and so trying to stay in contact with those people and make it out to tournaments still while doing the hurricane is probably the biggest adversity I think we've faced.
Despite the setback, Mudpuppy picked up right where they left off this spring. On March 1st and 2nd, they competed in the River City Showdown in Richmond, Virginia, where they made it to the finals before falling to top 10 ranked Franciscan.
On the field, I mean, I feel like a lot of the results speak for themselves, where we're going to tournaments and we may still be the underdog, but like there's not a lot of teams that we're going down to without a fight. Like at River City Showdown in Richmond just this spring, we were ranked the 16th seed in the men's division, which was like the bottom seed pretty much. We were projected to come in last at the tournament, and we ended up losing in the championship, coming in second. So like that's really a sweet feeling to sort of like show up on the scene where there are a lot of established programs that have been successful and competitive for a long time, and be like, hey, like we're here now and you're gonna have to worry about us going forward because we're only getting better.
As Mudpuppy prepares to travel to Axton, Virginia for regionals, they know the competition will be tight. This year, the Atlantic Coast region earned 2 bids, meaning UNCA will need to finish top 2 at regionals to secure their spot at nationals in Burlington, Washington next month.
We will have 2 bids to regionals, which is a little unfortunate because as of right now, it looks like there are really 3 teams that can compete for those being Richmond, Elon, and us. Other than that, some of the other teams have lost a lot of players from last year. And so it's really the 3 of those teams like really fighting for those 2 bids. So it's going to be competitive because Richmond and Elon are both really great programs, but we believe that we belong up there with them.